down. Everybody tells stories.
Yeah, sure.
When it comes to Web3, the whole concept of storytelling, well, it's not so different from the way storytellers in the real world sense will do it, but in this aspect, you have to just deal with a lot of things from your imaginations.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, for example, look at Ashakain. Ashakain is telling a story. Yeah, giving, being there, being kind. His whole content revolves around those aspects. If you see Pagan, that's a story. Tech, everything around tech, the process. But when it comes to me, primary 5. Yeah. So anytime my mom comes home, she'll be like, and she sees one of my former books, she'll be like, she'll open the book. You have used this book to play again. Finish. Like the book that I was supposed to use to jot something down. Like, sometimes I feel like my creativity is way more than any other person's own.
I think like every creative thinks like that.
Yeah. Like, and there is special in some way. That's why you can really see someone in my niche, in my own ecosystem, like the Web3 ecosystem. You can really see someone as dedicated as I am to my niche, like aside from anyone else.
As a creative, there's always a temptation that you want to find a space in the world, or you want to find a world where your creativity can fit in.
Honestly, it's not really hard. Web3 brought me to a point where I realized I don't need to go out. I don't need to move around to meet new people. I was meeting a lot of people. Okay. Yeah, like people that naturally I didn't even want to meet. Because when I got into Web3, I was born because of the nature of people there.
Okay.
But when I started, I had phobias too. On something that people find it naturally easy. Once it's time to unmute my mic and talk in a particular Discord, or talk or talk in a video meeting, or talk in a normal meeting, or talk, let's say, in a Twitter space. My first Twitter space, my heart was beating so fast. Like after I finished talking, my heart was really beating, and I feel like most people on Web3 are like me too, if they should share their experiences. But
a lot of creatives that try to do that, there's a lot of frustration there. There's a lot of micromanaging. There's a lot of, will I say, places where the wings of their creativity cannot really fly as it ought to.
When I first got into NFTs and Web3, I was grinding.
Alright.
Just majorly looking for pre-sales or whitelists that will give me access to these projects on an early note, so that I can mint them, hold them if I want to, make money off it if I want to, or just So
So were you creating them? Or?
No. These projects, they belong to big companies. Companies, major projects or self-built projects, all those kind of things. So if it's gaming belongs to Web3 gaming companies, or those different perspectives. But
instead of finding a world where you want to, or a world or a box where you want to fit your creativity inside, one of the best alternative is to create the world. Create the world where your creativity can fit in.
There was this project called Dimensionals. And they released a YouTube video. I just loved it. The way the trailer was, it was a trailer. It was a story of a young boy that had this, should I say pet? I won't call it a pet though, but a companion. The way I interpreted that trailer was the way that, he found there's something called a dimensional stone that was that he can use to teleport to anywhere and move anywhere. But although the dimensional stone has a universal purpose, a larger purpose in a wide perspective.
Like is it like real life or like for the game?
Yeah, for the game too, and for based on the trailer.
Alright. So did you like start writing your own stories?
Yeah, I started writing my own story. The trailer only showed him touching a dimensional stone. So, and him getting sucked in. So that's where my own imagination continued from. This particular game was actually an RPG game, a role-playing game.
Yeah.
So it was that sort of game, and when I was writing it, I started off January ending last year. So I released episodes every single day. Like every single day I was releasing episodes.
Were you grinding for this project as well?
I was grinding for this project as well. And with that consistency, people were like, okay, this is a new way.
Also, you had never seen anybody do this before?
Nobody. I've not seen anybody do it before.
Man.
So people were like, this is a new way. I might be wrong, but I've not seen people doing it.
Alright.
Like, put as much consistency as I did.
In what you were illustrating with it as well?
I created arts.
Okay.
Like, there was the boy named Koa,
Yeah.
and the robot named Eve. So I created different teenagers in different planets, and that was the time I made my mind up that this is what I enjoy, this is what I love. But people didn't know how important it is, how storytelling is very important in gaming.
Yeah.
And how storytelling is very important, because most of the games, I just started thinking that most of the games that we play, Spider-Man, Call of Duty, everything tells a story. There's this storyline in every game. Assassin's Creed, every single one, Far Cry, Final Fantasy, there was always a storyline they are following and all. So, and people were not really seeing
The story.
this.
You just wanted to play the games.
Yeah, people were not really seeing this, and I was like, okay, let me implement this in my own way. And I was releasing episodes every single day till the founder saw it. He loved it. Till date, we are still friends, but I've not spoken to him in a while. His name is Sash. So he really loved it, and he was like, Debayor, let's work on this. Like, we should
Collaborate.
Yeah. So he entered my DMs. I talked with him. Then I just continued what I was doing for a while. Then later on, I spotted another project, wrote about that one again, till I started getting jobs to this point. So,
Rather than just giving up, which is always seems like that's the second option when you can't find a world to put in your creativity, there's always a third option, which is to create the world that you want to see. Create the box. If you can't find a box to fit in, yes, create your own box. Yes, find your own space. And for you to do this in a practical sense, because you are doing something that has never been done before, because you have something that the world has never experienced, there would never be a template necessarily, and there will never be like a step-by-step process on how to do it. I think one of the best ways to actually build this box eventually is that you sort of just have to start. Yes, you sort of just have to start building. Yes, and the first few things that you will build will most definitely suck. Not might suck, will most definitely suck. And the idea is with each thing that you build, you get better. Until suddenly you realize, okay, after many months of building, or heck, many years of building, you have finally built something that can carry you and the substance that you have that you want to give to the world. So your former Twitter got banned. What's up with that? What happened?
Elon happened.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, almost at 1K back now.
Yeah, almost at 1K.
What kind of stories do you tell?
Well, it depends.
Like, share, and subscribe. Yeah.